Hello. I'm just here with. I always want to say quick update, but they're not always quick. Here with an update. I just got done running. I decided to um, stop walking so much and start running more because I need to run. Today, well, I'll just take you back a little bit. I've been a little not down, but I'm going through like some sort of weird mid-30s job crisis. Like I've switched jobs a few times, and um, I feel like I should be farther along in my career than what I am. I've been in my job now for 2 years. It'll be 3 in July, and I just think that I should be better at it than I am. And um, there's some things that I would like to do, but it's just not possible. Like I think that I would like to um, try to work in a pharmacy, be a pharmacist, but I can't do that because I would have to not work to go to pharmacy school. It's a full-time school, and that it's not recommended that you work very much, at least in the first part. And so my wife is not a big fan of that idea because I've done it once already, and for the job that for the career field that I'm in now. So I've been feeling down. That's why I really haven't exercised much at all, and I haven't been eating well. I need to show you today. It's getting rough. Today I happened to be looking at a job site, and I saw a job posting that piqued my interest. And basically, what it is I used to be in the Air Force, active duty, and my first job was in avionics. I used to work on things like autopilot and flight instruments and engine instruments and navigational systems and things like that. Fancy stuff. And I liked it. It's a very challenging job, troubleshooting electronic components like that. And it was nice to come into work and not know exactly what you were going to do today. Maybe you were going to be super busy, and maybe you weren't going to be busy at all, and maybe you could have some time to help out some other people with their jobs. So I cross-trained out of that because I had a sickness in the family. And the Air Force has a program where you can move closer to home. The problem was that my job, the base that I went to, didn't have my career field, so I did a voluntary retraining into a job where I didn't have to go to tech school. So I trained into medical records. It's like a medical admin, and that job was okay, but it was very monotonous. Even after switching, you can do different things. It's not all medical records. You could go into billing and things like that. But it just wasn't satisfying to me. And so, long story short, I got out of the Air Force, and I'm doing what I'm doing now. But back to today, I saw this job, and it's for full-time reserve. It's called the Air Reserve Technician. And it's basically a full-time reservist job. It's you work for the Air Force. So you're a government civilian employee 90% of the time, and then 10% of the time you are a reservist. And basically your job is to train the other reservists that only come in on the weekends. And it's in, I believe, some of the nomenclature has changed since I got out of that career field. The jobs have been realigned and careers have been realigned. And I'm pretty sure it's the same job that I used to do. It's kind of vague on the employment website. Excuse me. So I'm going to apply for it. I talked to my wife today, and she it's kind of what she wanted me to do anyway, so she gave me her blessing, and I'm going to sleep on it tonight, and see what I need to do. I need to um, edit my resume a little bit, but it didn't look like it's a very hard process. The hard process is passing Air Force standards, fitness standards. I have gotten fat and out of shape, and since I got out in 2006, so it'll be 5 years. Wow, it'll be 5 years right about now. It was around the middle of March when I stopped working and went on my terminal leave, and my official last day in the Air Force was May 24th, 2006. So this year will be 5 years. Holy cow! This camera is annoying to me. Sorry, you're probably really annoyed with this, with my adjusting my camera all the time. But I like to see my whole face. It's because I'm kind of setting up. But anyway, there are standards. There are fitness standards that you have to be able to pass, and I printed them out for my age group. I don't know if you can see them. 30 to 39, my age group. And there's running. There's a run segment, a waist measurement, and push-ups and sit-ups. And you have to score 75 points total. And most of your points come from your run. And then it's like 60% run, 20% waist, and then 10% push-ups and 10% sit-ups. I don't know. I do the math right in my head. I think that adds up to, yeah, that adds up to 100. 60, 20, 20. So I just did my run on my treadmill, and I'm not even on the scorecard. That's how bad I did. I ran my mile and a half in 18 minutes. And the last score on here is 16:58. So I'm not exactly sure if I even get selected for this job, how fast the process is, but somehow I need to get like 10 minutes, I need to get like 5 or 6 minutes off my mile and a half time. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. And so I'm off the chart in a bad way in running, and I'm off the chart in waist. The last waist is 43.5 inches, and I'm at 45. 44 if I suck in, but it's still 0 points. So in order to get the most points, I need to be at 35 inches. So that's 10 inches. You know, and that's a little unrealistic for probably the time frame that I need to be at. But they say that 1 inch of fat around your belly is about 5 pounds. So they say, like, if you lose 5 pounds, you'll lose 1 inch off your stomach, and I found that to be fairly accurate in my weight loss before. So I'm going to track it. When I started my weight loss this time, I didn't do any body measurements because it never helps me. It never helps me with my goals or whatever. So the only goal I really care about is the weight on the scale. I don't care about inches lost or whatever, but I need to lose lose a good 6 or 7 inches, just to score in a moderate risk. And then push-ups and sit-ups, man, I got to really work at that too. It's the max you can get is 57 push-ups and 54 sit-ups in a minute. In the past, I've never had a problem doing that. So I just have to do them. I did some push-ups and sit-ups today. I did 50 sit-ups, not in a minute, but I did 5 sets of 10 sit-ups, and then my push-ups I really need to work on. I can only do 19. And the last couple were sucky. So that's my motivation right now, is to be able to get back into the Air Force Reserve, well, into the Air Force Reserves when I can. And so maybe I apply for this job and I don't get it. I'm still thinking that I'm going to try to get in the reserves, just being a weekend warrior, and see where I can go from there. Because sometimes these art positions are filled internally, and it may be easier if I'm already there. But I think that I'm fairly qualified. It's just going to be the amount of applications, and if they have an internal application or applicant, that person probably has a heads up on me just because they know the airframe and the airplane here. I'm sorry, talking lingo. They already know the airframe and all the avionics systems and things like that. So I just wanted to give you an update. Today I ran 18:10. I ran 18 minutes. I ran for 8 minutes at 5.5, which is a 10:54 pace. And then I walked for 2 minutes, and then I was gonna try to run another 8 minutes or whatever to get to my mile and a half, but I just couldn't keep up that pace. So what I ended up doing, I think I did 8 and then walked 2, and then I walked, and then I ran 3, walked 2, and then I ran the rest of the time until I got to 18:10. So that's another 3 minutes. I'm sorry, real attractive right now, but so yeah, that's it. I'm not exactly sure what my game plan is going to be. I can't run every day. I'll probably run every other day. I'm trying to find a happy medium on the treadmill. If I run at 5.0, which is my normal stride, is somewhere between like 5. It's like a 11:20 is my normal pace. But if I run that slow on the treadmill, I get shin splints really bad. So I ran today at 5.5, and they didn't bother me. But that pace is a little fast for me right at the moment. So I'm gonna keep working on it. We used to follow this guide. It was like a training for a marathon or half marathon. It was just running in increments. So you run 8, walk 2, run 8, walk 2. And I always did that because I could keep track of the time in my head easier than running like 7 and running 1. I'd get all confused after a couple of rotations of that. But I do have an interval watch that I could use, and it's programmable to whatever interval I want. So that's that. I gotta get back on it. I can't sit around and feel sorry for myself. I know that I've had a couple comments from Luis. Thanks for the motivation. You're always very happy. So thanks for that. And I'm a pretty even keeled person most of the time. I don't have very many peaks and valleys. Man, it's hard to articulate in the camera. So I don't have very many peaks or valleys in my emotional state. I'm pretty even. So it's odd for me to have like these wishy-washy feelings. But making important decisions and trying to make the right ones. I'm just trying to be happy, and I think that this is a good step. So that's my update for today. Today's Thursday, the 24th of February or March. I don't even know what day it is. That's how hard I worked out today. I don't think my weight loss is going all that well this week, but today's the first day that I've got back on it. And tomorrow I'm gonna get my diet straight, and I'm gonna get back on it. I don't know. I just got in a funk and I didn't want to do anything, so I was feeling sorry for myself. Woe was me, like Eeyore on Winnie the Pooh. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. Guess I'll just go by myself. I don't even know how it goes anymore. A little rain cloud over my head. Anyway, so that's my update for today. I know 15 minutes, man, of rambling. So if you made it through, congratulations. You don't win a prize or anything. You just get to see me say goodbye.